Hey everyone, if you are new to my channel because you are looking for help finding a gift for the teenage boy in your life, hello, my name is Marnie and I'm known as MsGoldgirl here on the internet, and I'm here to help you. I am the mother of, well, only one teenage boy now. I'm the mother of two boys, 18 and 21, and I feel like I have some experience with this because I've been shopping for boys for 21 years now. I have polled my sons and their friends, and I have a lot of feedback here. I've been combing the internet, and I have this year's 2019 guide to buying presents for teenage boys. Now, this is geared a little bit toward older boys because that is my wheelhouse, but looking at this list, I would say that this is appropriate for pretty much, well, almost anyone really, because I would want a lot of what's on this list. It's not completely gender specific, but it is definitely geared toward the teenage boy, although most grown-up men would like most of this. Just add alcohol and the hobby of their choice, and it could be for 21 and up. So let's dive in. Number one on every boy's list that I spoke with, cash. Can't link to it, can't list it below. I mean, I will list it below. Biggest feedback was they just want money. I mean, at least they're honest. They didn't want gift cards. They didn't want a Visa card. They just want cold hard cash or a check. So there you go. If you're just strapped for time, pull out your checkbook. Okay, now the rest I have broken up into categories, and I'm going to start with tech because I think that was by far the most popular. And I will list everything in the description box below. I've also written a blog post for you to refer to if you don't want to listen to me doing this, and I will link that at the top of the description box as well. So under tech, the Nintendo Switch. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's definitely a gaming thing. It's a handheld device. It's a little bit old school, and yet it's new again. There you have it. Don't ask me to explain what all of these things are. This is when my age kicks in. I don't know, but they want it, and there it is. Next, I want this too. It's an Apple Watch. Now, there is definitely a variety of price points for the Apple Watch, depending on which version you want to buy, the band, etc. But Apple Watch is high on the list for everyone, and I still haven't bit the bullet on one yet, but it's on the list for everybody. Number 3 under tech were AirPods. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Apple is coming out or has come out with new AirPods, the AirPods Pro. This is the newest step up. I just recently this year finally bought AirPods for myself. I have the old school kind. I love them, but I'm very much intrigued by the new version. They are a little bit pricier, but these mold better to your ears, and I'm kind of excited about that. You can also, if you want to go that extra level, you can get them engraved if you order them online with initials, a name, a date, what have you, if you want to make it a little more personal. And while we're here, we've gotten this far into it, I will say that shopping for boys in particular, high budget items. They don't like a lot of things that are inexpensive, but there are some things on this list, so I will highlight when it's something that is under $50 because there's not a lot. I'm sorry. Next on the list was a gaming headset. Gaming is big. It's big with the youngest of the teenagers and all the way up into grown-up age. And the feedback I got was a good brand is called Turtle Beach, and that price point can range anywhere from $30 all the way up into well into the hundreds. But Turtle Beach is a good solid brand. There's a lot of other brands you can get way into the weeds reading reviews and stuff, but generally speaking, they make a nice range. They make specific to different gaming systems, and then they make some that are universal, wireless, and wired, so forth. So I will link a couple in the description box for various price points. Next, I'm excited about this one too, and I can tell you that both my kids have these. I have them as well. It's the Amazon Echo Dot. There's a new generation out there that is pretty cool because this one has is it an LED or an LCD display? You can have a clock on it basically. So it takes the place of an alarm clock. My youngest has his in his dorm room next to his bed. He can ask it what the weather is. Now the new version can display the time, which is kind of handy when they have it next to their bed. It's definitely under $50. Very handy. You don't need to get the big Alexa thing. Oop, hope she doesn't turn on. She's right behind me. It's a really fun gift. Everybody needs one of these, particularly boys. I don't know about you. I have my kids on Life 360. I don't check it constantly anymore, but early on in the school year, I generally did, even though they're probably because they are far away from home. And when you're on Life 360, it's an app where you can track your family, your children. You can hunt them down. And it says on there their battery life. And my kids never charge their phone. I think they do it to make me nuts, but they always need to charge their phones. And the Anchor has a new portable charger. It's very lightweight, rapid charging. It's the size of an iPhone, so it's very portable. Everybody needs a portable charger, teen boys especially. Speaking of teen boys and charging, this is very handy. Again, not gender specific, but something boys would definitely like. It's a charging cable that's specific to night charging, or if you're going to be using it while you're sitting in bed and charging your phone. It's a night lightning charging cable, and it's really neat because it has this knot in it and that you can move along the cord. So while your phone is plugged, I'll just demonstrate, while your phone is plugged into it, you put this weighted knot on the bedside table so the cord doesn't fall onto the floor and you lose the cord, kind of thing. It's a neat concept, very popular. And then this one came back from quite a few of my son's friends. They really would love, they call it a USB port and hub, because all of them have laptops. Most of them got them as graduation presents, and the newer laptops only come with one USB port, and they frequently need more than one USB port to plug in. So a USB port, they can range in price from $8 all the way up to a lot more than what you probably want to spend. The one that I found is one I'm actually going to order for myself. It has extra ports for several USB plugs to plug into, an SD card reader, and a few other things. And I think it's well under $50. It might be around $20 or $30. So really a great kind of tech gift for anybody that has a laptop. But again, we're talking about boys today. All right, let's jump over to clothing and accessories. My boys are about brands, and they both love Patagonia. Patagonia, anything and everything. Well, obviously right now it's getting colder, so it's all about warm stuff. Their better sweater, the quarter zip, the fleece, the beanies, the jackets, you name it. I'm gonna list below like the top 5 picks that they both gave me that is on their wish list, because I don't want to go through the whole Patagonia wardrobe. But then if you want to think ahead of time, they love the t-shirts, the long sleeve and the short sleeve. They love their shorts in the summertime. You cannot go wrong with Patagonia. A new brand on their radar is LuLuLemon. I was first introduced to this brand for men. My brother-in-law is a huge fan of their pants, apparently for golf. I did not know this, but their joggers, their shorts, and their long and short sleeve tees are very popular with the older teenage boy crowd. So I'm just putting it out there. And North Face is also really big. Their puffers and their jackets, very popular. If you really want to spend big, one of my son's friends goes to school up in Canada, and on his wish list is, I might get the brand wrong. I think it's called Canada Down jacket. Major pricey, just like way up there, but that's on his wish list. So I'm sharing it for him. A couple more ideas. UGG slippers. Not just any version of the UGG slippers, but these are the kind that kind of look like driving shoes. So this is particularly good for your college age teenage boy or college aged boy. Let's just put it in that age range, because they can wear them around the dorm. They can wear them as they go down and do their laundry, or they're walking around the hall talking to their buddies. The feet get cold. They're nice to have. Or when they're home visiting their parents, taking out the trash, they can wear their slippers. It's wishful thinking. More in the clothing accessories category. Backpack, specifically a Herschel backpack. Very stylish. My youngest son carries this every day, hopefully, when he's going to class to carry his stuff in. He's had his he's actually carried it now for 2 or 3 years, and it's held up really, really well. You can throw them in the wash. And Herschel is a very popular brand. I also want to recommend in this gift guide their wallets and their duffel bags, especially the ones now that have an extra compartment underneath to stick in shoes, and also their DOP kits. They come in a lot of colors. They hold up really, really nicely. They're very functional, very stylish, and a much better price point than, say, John Hart. And while John Hart, very popular brand here in Texas, I'm not knocking John Hart, they're very heavy. Very nice, but very heavy. The Herschel ones have a similar look, but not quite as heavy. So when you're packing, say, for luggage and stuff, it's not going to add more weight to your luggage. Back to jackets and pricey jackets. This one's pretty pricey. There are a couple different price points, but I'm not going to lie, these are expensive, but very popular, at least the crowd that I've seen where my kids go to school. Maybe they're grabbing them on sale, I don't know, but Barber jackets, they're an investment, but they will last you forever. And with the preppy set, they are definitely on a lot of Christmas lists. So I wanted to add that as well. And then the last two things in this category, a basketball jersey, whether it's an NCAA team or the NBA. Boys love to support their teams. So the website that I'm a huge fan of and a lot of people in my family have ordered from is Fanatics. They have a really good return policy. I have one friend who, when they were waiting for their son to get accepted into a college, they ordered jerseys from every single college their kid applied to and just held them and waited to see which one they got into, so that when their son got their acceptance letter of the school they really wanted to go to, they could whip it out and be like, yay, and then they could return all the other ones. And the return was easy. So I wanted to recommend that website because apparently that was a really easy return process. Just wanted to put that out there. And then the very last item I want to recommend under clothing and personal accessories are Ray-Ban sunglasses. Both my boys got those as gifts, and currently the trending style are I don't know why I'm doing this. I'll put a picture over here. The round lenses, sort of the John Lennon look ones, the kind of retro looking ones. That seems to be the big thing right now. I am a personal fan of the more classic Wayfarer or aviator style, but kids these days, they like the throwback style, whatever. Okay, moving on to an area that they need a little help with, and they'll appreciate it, but they probably wouldn't know to ask for it. Personal care. So they like those name brands like Gucci and Dior, but maybe we don't want to buy them the Gucci wallet or belt that they've been asking for. But there is a way to give them those brands without spending $400, $500, $600. Cologne. So Gucci cologne, Armani cologne, Dior cologne, even old school Polo cologne. Those are great. There's a lot of gift sets, places like Ulta and Sephora and all the department stores that are out right now. Those are, they love it. And I don't think many of the boys right now don't really have a personal preference on a particular fragrance. So pick something that you like. I don't think they'll like it. Another really good gift that is very price friendly. I believe it's $19 for the set. It's a Jack Black lip balm set. It's a set of 3. I think it's a Nordstrom exclusive. I think I saw something similar at Ulta. If it's at both, I'll link it below. Jack Black is an amazing lip balm. It's specifically designed for men, but I have bought it for myself. And the reason why it's geared towards men is it's a lip balm that is not shiny. Obviously, everybody's lips need lip balm, but obviously most men don't want a glossy lip. It looks like they're wearing makeup, so they want a lip balm that's matte, so it's skin-like. So Jack Black made non-shiny lip balm. This lip balm also has SPF 25, and this lip set is 3 full-size lip balms, and they are flavored. I think one's mint. I can't remember what the middle scent is, and then there's a black cherry. So yummy. I love the lemon grapefruit one. I've used that one before, and my kids are always asking me, do you have lip balm? And I could be like, yes, happy Hanukkah. Here's your gift set. So there you go. Really great idea. Very price friendly. And did I mention they're full size? Okay. And the last thing for personal care, I have mentioned that my husband and I are huge fans of the Joy razor, and we love them. I don't know that would necessarily make a great gift. It's a little underwhelming, but a really nice gift is the one blade razor. We bought both of them for our boys when they went off to college. It's a little more expensive. I don't really understand what the appeal of the razor is. I don't, actually I do shave my face. That's a whole other video that I will link below, but not like men do. We'll talk about that. I have talked about another video. Watch the video, and then if you have questions, we can talk in a different setting. But apparently there's something really great about this particular razor, and it's kind of expensive. So that would make a really great gift. The boys tend to appreciate that one. So I'll list that one below. Now let's move into random stuff because I don't know. I think they make really cool gifts, but I have no idea what kind of category to throw them into. The first one is a diffuser with essential oils, because if you have spent any time around teenage boys or walked into a teenage boy's room, they smell. I love them, but they smell. They smell like wet puppies or feet or something. And they're not going to like have potpourri. Well, no one has potpourri anymore, but they're not going to do like burn candles or, no. But a diffuser is cool and it'll make their room smell good, but it's cool. Also, it could like help them fall asleep better, or it can help them with headaches or whatever. So get them a very nice kind of sleek, maybe modern looking diffuser with a little set of like an intro set of essential oils. And there are great different price points. Amazon has a million of them. I will link a couple of my personal favorite. I have them in like every room in my house of different kinds. And the reason why I have so many of them is my kids keep stealing mine and bringing them back to school. They seem to be popular with boys. And they like the lemon scent, they like the lavender scent, they like the eucalyptus scent and the peppermint scent. And their rooms, last time I visited them in school, they do not smell. So it's a win-win for everybody. Another one that I think would be great is a weighted blanket. Kids these days are stressed out. I have been told, I haven't tried this, but I've been told that a weighted blanket is very calming. It helps them sleep better. Sleeping better leads to a better night's sleep. They can get up more easily, go to class, get better grades. Everybody's happier. A weighted blanket sounds like a great idea. And speaking of blankets and sleeping better, I have recommended this in every gift guide that I can think of because I think this is one of the best gifts ever, and that is a cozy blanket, specifically the ones from Nordstrom, the Kennebunk Bliss Plush Throw. It's hard to say. They're normally $39. They often go on sale every season. They release different colors. I have like 5 of them now in various shades of blue that match my house. I've given them as gifts. My kids have them at school. They are lovely. They're cozy. They're machine washable. I wash mine every single week because our dogs sleep on them. And if you think boys smell, dogs. Okay. They wash well. They dry well. They're wonderful. You can get them monogrammed if you want to take it to a next level. Everybody needs a cozy blanket. Everybody watches TV or Netflix or whatever they're watching and cuddles. I'm telling you, no one will not, that's a double negative, but no one will not appreciate that gift. It is incredible. All right, 2 more things. Then they're kind of the same. So I am not encouraging drinking anything inappropriate by recommending these. These are for underage people, but these would also be great gifts for people who drink adult beverages as well. But these are geared for the under 21 set. When I recommend, first of all, the stemless Corksicle, the collegiate collection. It's not every college available, but the good ones, like Ole Miss, you don't have to put alcohol in them. These are the kind that keep your cold drink cold for, I think, 9 hours, a hot drink hot for 3. So they could be drinking coffee for finals or a soda or sweet tea, non-alcoholic beverages, but it's fun, because you can have your college on there. Corksicle, I think, are the only ones that have the colleges on them in color. Yeti, another brand that I'm about to recommend, also has more of the tumbler ones, but they are very expensive. I love both of them. I have Corksicle and I have Yeti, and I'm about to recommend the Yeti tumbler. It's really cool. It comes in a lot of colors, and depending on which color you get, the price goes up and down. So if you want to get a solid color Yeti, they're around the tumbler size. They're about $35. If you want to get them the camel one, which is pretty cool, it's $55. The advantage of Yeti over Corksicle, Yetis you can put in the dishwasher. Most teenage boys probably aren't thinking about something like that. And if you're getting this for a college-age boy, maybe a freshman boy or boy that lives in the dorms, they don't have a dishwasher, so it's a non-issue. But those are all of the 2019 gift ideas I have for you for specifically teenage boys, although I think most of these gifts would be good for just about anybody on your gift list. I think I got some good ones on there. As always, I do want to hear back from you who are watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Add to this list. We need to help each other out. I personally think this is the hardest group of people to shop for. They are picky. They don't talk. They don't tell you what they want. It's hard. So comment below, let me know what you think, get me some feedback, talk to the people in this demographic that we're talking about. Let me know what they want. Let's help each other out on this one. If you are a teenage boy watching, be nice, add to the list, and let me know what you think. I will also link in the description box last year's gift guide and any previous ones that I've done, and I hope this is helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.